Well, we talked about gestures. We talked about pausing and vocal and your body style. But now let's get to stories. There's an excellent thing that you can do when you're giving a presentation, and it's called point, story, point. What's your point? Tell the story or analogy, and then tell them again what the point was. And I'd like to demonstrate this with a story about teamwork. Now, we've all been in those meetings when people have talked about teamwork. But what if you used a story? So, my point is teamwork, and here's the story. Joe was about 56 years old, hard-driving businessman. This guy moved out. He was top AA. One day, whappo, heart attack. Up he goes, finds himself right next to St. Peter. Hiya, Peter, my name is Joe. How are you? Hey, good to see you, Joe. Good to see you. By the way, St. Peter, could you show me the difference between heaven and hell before I go there? And Peter says, of course. Come on. All of a sudden, by magic, they're standing there. And they're in front of this big banquet room. It's filled with every food that you could ever imagine. I mean, from ham to spam, from wine, everything. It was just delightful, except one thing was wrong with this picture. Everybody was skinny and angry. And Joe said to St. Peter, Peter, is this hell? Peter said, yes. Well, why? He says, they can't bend their elbows. They couldn't feed themselves. That's why they're sad. That's hell. St. Peter, can we see heaven? Sure, Joe. Bingo. All of a sudden, they find themselves in front of the same room. But in this room, everybody is delightfully plump, and they're singing, and they're dancing, and they're enjoying all those wonderful foods. Oh, they were just having a great time. And Joe said, St. Peter, this is heaven? And Peter said, yes. Well, what's the difference? He said, in this room, they're feeding each other. Point. With this team, I want us to feed each other. Can you see how a story can paint a picture? What it looks like, sounds like, feel, taste, and smell. We impress from here, we express from here. If you want emotions, you give emotions. That's what you do with a story. It sinks right in. A good story. And now, stop the tape and practice telling your choice of a good story. Go for it.